Well, the whole concept of Home Free for a Year has been on our hearts for quite a while. Actually, we've been praying about it, thinking about how we would launch that. And I get a call from Dave Taylor from KWFC saying, "Hey Joe, will you meet me for lunch? I've got an idea I want to float by you."
KWFC 89.1, the sound of home, desires to be a channel of blessing. We want to do that in every way we can. And so this idea came about of helping our friends in the community with their groceries, some weekly needs, maybe some gas, those kinds of things. We had a campaign idea put together, and I thought of Joe because he's a very generous guy.
I think it's great if business owners in this community can reach out and touch those that are hurting and pass the blessing along.
So I went and had lunch with him, pitched him the idea.
We were eating and he was talking to me about gas and groceries for a year. And I said, isn't that amazing? I said, because the Lord has been dealing with my heart to take care of somebody's mortgage or rent for a year.
Took it to a whole new level, a whole greater step of generosity than we ever imagined. And that's how Home Free for a Year was born. So we're here at Mercy Hospital where the winners are currently going through some treatments. This gentleman, Rick, who has won the prize, has no idea that we're about to give him the award. But we're here at Mercy to give them the good news that they are the winners of Home Free for a Year. So we're about to head upstairs and break the news.
Dave, let's go do that.
Hey guys, how are you? I'm doing good. Rick, Dave Taylor with KWFC Radio. Very good to meet you.
Hey Rick, Joe LaTour.
Very nice to meet you. Thank you for taking the time to visit with us. So let me tell you a little bit about what we're doing here, this campaign Home Free for a Year. KWFC Radio, active in the community. We want to help in every way we can, spiritually with the gospel of Jesus Christ. We encourage the soul with great music, and then we reach out with a cup of cold water like Jesus talks about in Matthew 25, and wherever we can to meet some needs and identify those, whatever we're able to do or help to do. And so Home Free for a Year was born, and we went and put it on the air, appealing to our radio family to nominate. Think of people that could use this help, and your friends, Tolly and Sue, thought of you. And what I'd like to do is get your story in your words.
In April of last year, Rick was diagnosed with stage 4 squamous cell carcinoma. And world kind of went upside down a little bit. It's always scary. We came to the doctor and I was like, hey, this is no big deal. We're going to do 35 radiation treatments and a bunch of chemo, which is a big deal. But they said, it's curable. You got 85% chance of beating this. I was like, great, that's awesome. So that's what we told everybody. And for some reason, his cancer is not reacting like they expected it to.
It went away, but then it came back. They say there's two parts of the tongue, the frontal and the
base,
and it's basically covered all the way from the tip of my tongue all the way to the back. The tumor has.
So now they're telling us
that's what went away and came back.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now they're telling us they're not, he's 1% of the population with cancer, and there's nothing they can do about it. And so we've been praying. If medical science can't do it, we know God can. And the cancer has been so progressive, they haven't been able to keep up with it. And so this last scan we did showed that the cancer is stabilized. It's not gone, but it's stabilizing. And so if we can keep doing this chemo and keep all this stuff going, it'll extend Rick's life out, a lot longer than they expected. So now our prayer is, God, you've stabilized it. Let's just get rid of it.
Well, it sounds like you've been through a lot and you still have a lot of fight to go.
Yeah.
Well, I see why Tolly and Sue thought of you two. The process, when we appealed to our radio family, over 230 names were submitted, a lot of people and a lot of very difficult stories. And the news that we're here to share with you is that you made the final list. And Joe?
Yeah, the thing of it is too, there's so many stories. And
Yes.
I got to tell you that as my wife and I read over them, we wept. As we read your story, my heart was really touched. Your little boys, your family, the situation that you're in. And I just want to tell you guys that you're the winners.
Wow.
We have prayed. We have something for you. We have prayed throughout this entire process that God would give us the family that he wanted to bless with this gift. And so ladies, come on in. Would you hand these folks that card and those balloons? And let's rejoice in something that God is doing. Folks, these people have just received a great gift of home free for a year. How about that?
A tremendous blessing to see the reaction on their face as they found out. I mean, here you have a couple that has had their car repossessed. This man has tried to work and everything and could not because the advanced nature of the cancer. Car repossessed, a 5-year-old boy, an 8-year-old boy, and to see that financial burden of having to pay their rent for a year lifted off their shoulders, the tears and the look in their face was worth it all.
Our God is awesome. I don't know what to say. Our God is awesome. He's been with us through this whole thing. With these, this wonderful staff right here is just the beginning of it. It's been awesome. Thank you very much.